So good. Why are you laughing like it's false?
No, I'm laughing not because I don't believe you.
I said, "Oh yeah, that's crazy."
I told you, like, anytime you tell someone that, they won't believe you. When I first came, had a show in, what's it called? Basquiat Bottle. And so my goal was, okay, I spent 2 weeks in the hotel. And then after the 2 weeks, it's like, what now? All I know is like I just gotta find ways to paint. Because most of my collectors, most people that purchased my work when I was in Orlando are in New York City. So I'm like, yo, this is where it's at. And then at the same time in Orlando, I had to work in a lot of galleries. I even had work in Orlando Museum of Art. But it was like, it wasn't, nobody buying anything. But when I came to New York, and at first, before that, I was in Orlando, and I had someone to reach out to me for like a commission. And it was like, yo, I have this thing I want you to paint for me, and before you paint it, you gotta read the book so that way you can paint it like whatever's in the book. I'm like, yeah, cool. And then it was like, yeah, it's The Alchemist. And then I was like, okay, cool. I didn't know what that was. And so look it up, read the book, and started creating the commission. And I was like so inspired by the book, I didn't even finish the commission. I was like, yo, I got a dream. I gotta do this right now. This is like the perfect time to do it. And then I take a one-way ticket to New York City. So I went to South of France, and after that, I went to Paris. China was also in Paris as well, and then we spent a week there. And then after that, I went to Amsterdam for another residency for 2 weeks, and then did my first solo show there. And after that, went to Paris, back to Paris for another 2 weeks to kind of like Sing for Hope hired me to paint a piano for the Olympic. And
so there's this thing called the hierarchy of needs. Like your base need is always going to be like your stability and your support,
right,
and things like that. And your personal style is like all the way at the top. And one of those things, and I tend to talk about this with my therapist, but like one of those things is you need to have those foundations in order to make your self-identity stable. Otherwise, you fall back down the pyramid. You got to start over. Constantly start over.
Looking back at it, during that journey, I was like, yo, this is terrible. This is like I'm in the train, my mom is calling me, and I gotta lie because they don't really quite understand why I choose to stay. You know what I mean? They was like, yo, well, how is everything? I'm like, everything is good, Mom. Yeah.
I think that the idea that there's some kind of like urban quality to art, white people really like it, black people love it because that's us.
Yeah.
I think that's a true analysis.
You know, but even some of my artist friends, I have like a lot of artists from Orlando, they all struggle. But for me, it's like, yo, I came from Orlando and we didn't have those things, those opportunities. And since I'm here now, I'm just gonna take every chance, every opportunity that come by.